fun and easy chocolate Halloween bark.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone, I saw this one on Pinterest and I just had to make it. It was so adorable. Starting off with about 3 cups of chocolate. I use semi-sweet chocolate chips. Melt them and then just spread the melted chocolate onto a cookie sheet covered with a silicone mat or with wax paper or aluminum foil. I just tapped the cookie sheet just to spread it out and to make it nice and smooth, and then just add some candy pieces onto the chocolate before it sets. So I used Kit Kats, candy corn, and the best part are these little eyes that look like they're staring out of the chocolate. I used candy skulls, M&Ms, little pumpkins, all sorts of great little candies. I probably could have put a lot more candy than I did, but I didn't want it to be too crowded. Then allow it to set and then just cut it up into whatever shapes you want. Cut it into squares, into triangles. I find kind of irregular kind of pieces look the best. Be careful not to cut your silicone mat if you use a knife on it. Now, one important thing I'm going to mention about this particular recipe or technique, whatever you want to call it, is that you probably will want to temper your chocolate depending on what you're going to do with this bark. Now, tempering chocolate is a technique, and there's lots of videos on YouTube on just how to do that. Basically, tempered chocolate will have a nice shiny appearance, will have a nice snap when you break it, and will not melt easily in your fingers when you pick it up and to eat it. I did not temper my chocolate, so the end product has a little bit of a dull finish, and I had to keep it in the refrigerator after I cut it up. Because untempered chocolate, when you let it sit at room temperature, it will soften a little bit, it'll melt very quickly between your fingers, and over a few days, if it lasts that long, the actual texture of the chocolate will change a little bit. So really the moral of the story here is if you're going to make this bark and serve it the same day, don't bother with the tempering, it'll be fine. If you want to store it for long periods of time, then I would suggest you take the time to go ahead and temper. Now, the other way of doing this is to take the chocolate you have and melt it so that it does not lose its temper during melting, and that means melting it at a very low temperature. And I actually did a video on this when I did my peanut butter cup bark. I'll provide a link in the description box below if you're interested in checking that out. Thanks for watching. Here are a couple other suggestions you may want to use for your Halloween party. I have popcorn eyeballs as well as popcorn zombie boogers. They're both delicious. If you want to see these, go ahead and click right on your screen or look for the links in the description box below. Also on your screen will be a little eye, and that'll take you to my Halloween treats playlist. Bye-bye.